नमस्कार. आयच्या या खाशेल्या हेडोनात तुमकां सगळ्यांक येवकार. आज आमचे असे गेस्ट आसात. I can call this mega exclusive because of the time frame in which we are in the situation that we are. I have with me senior Congress leader, former Union Home Minister P. Chidambaram. Sir, welcome to the studio. Let me start with the basic question. We have all seen the exit polls. So, how are you looking at these numbers, and what are the indications you have got from these numbers?
I don't look at the exit polls because they have been right, they have been hopelessly wrong in the past. My exit poll is really talking to the candidates who have in the last 3 weeks spoken to the booth workers, spoken to the people. We had a day-long meeting with each one of our candidates, and we are confident that the people of Goa have given us a simple, clear majority.
So, but irrespective of the exit polls, what is the internal assessment of the party?
That's what I said, that the people of Goa have given us a clear, simple majority.
So the point is, in the hung scenario, and which everyone is predicting right now, what is Congress's plan A and what is Congress's plan B?
We have no plan A and plan B because it will not be a hung house. And we have said, even if we have a clear majority, we would like to take all the non-BJP parties together. That offer was made a few days ago. That offer is being made now again. And we hope that the other non-BJP parties, which win a few seats, will support us.
So is that a kind of a overguarded position that even if we win 21, we want all the non-BJP parties to be a part of the government? Is it also coming out from the fear that a hung assembly, BJP should not approach those parties and poach them like last time?
No, there is no fear. You see, there are efforts in other parts of the country to build a non-BJP front. Now, we can begin that in Goa. Goa will pave the way for other non-BJP fronts to be built in other states. So this is not out of fear. This is out of a genuine desire to build a non-BJP front.
So the question is, what if BJP is ahead of the Congress? Will Congress attempt a government formation even in that scenario? Because last time, Congress was the single largest party and BJP not only attempted but formed the government. In a closely contested election like this, what if the tables turn? Will Congress still attempt to form a government?
See, if the BJP is ahead of the Congress is a hypothetical question. Then the further question will have to be asked, how much ahead? Is it 1 seat ahead or? So I don't want to get into that speculation. All that is purely hypothetical. I am satisfied after talking to our candidates, talking to our leaders, observers, that we will be not only ahead of the BJP, we will have a clear, simple majority.
So you're not looking at a 17-18 kind of a situation at all, you are saying?
No, I'm not looking at a 17-18. As I said, I'm looking at a clear majority. But as I said, there is, the other parties are there, the AAP, the TMC, the MGP, the NCP are there, and none of them at this stage, and given the past experience, is likely to go with the BJP.
Not the elephant in the room, but the lion in the room is the MGP. And MGP right now seems to be the kind of the kingmaker or somebody who is holding all the cards right now. How are you looking at MGP? Not a pre-poll ally, but a potential post-poll ally?
See, MGP has had a bitter experience with the BJP. Their party was enticed into an alliance. Their party was split. And their party was thrown out of the alliance. Now, I don't think memories are so short that the MGP will forget what happened between 2017 and 19. I think our leaders have already made an effort to talk to the MGP, and MGP has also made an effort to talk to us. And the indications we are getting is the MGP would like to be on our side. But I have not spoken to anyone directly.
But you are saying, sir, the talks are already underway, and MGP is quite clear in its head that the party wants to be on the side of the Congress.
That's what I'm told by our leaders, who have, apparently they are all friends in Goa, they must know each other. So they meet on various occasions. That's the impression I've got.
So how difficult is for Congress to trust MGP right now? Is it a necessity, or there is a complete trust between the two parties, considering the history and the way MGP has behaved in the past? They have been in the government with you, they have been in the government with the BJP, and we know in 2017, in spite of the mandate being against the BJP, the MGP chose BJP over Congress.
So MGP was not our pre-poll alliance
absolutely.
in 2017. So you can't accuse them of anything. And the MGP knows when they were with the Congress, we treated them with great respect. We didn't split their party. We didn't throw them out. So the way the Congress treats its ally or partner and the way the BJP treats its ally or partner are very different, are like chalk and cheese.
So the second issue is regarding Aam Aadmi Party. And that is one space everybody was talking even before elections, and everybody is talking even after elections, because we don't know the extent of split that has happened on ground. How are you looking at AAP at this moment? Because some are saying they may win 2 seats, some are saying they may win only one seat, or they may even go as high as 3. So how are you looking at AAP, considering the national equations as well as the local?
See, it does not matter whether they win 1 or 2 or 3. That doesn't matter. We are trying to build a non-BJP front so that a very stable government, a people-friendly government can be given in Goa. And if the AAP is willing to support us, we are willing to talk to the AAP.
So right now you are saying you are looking at Aam Aadmi Party also, in spite of their national positioning, the way elections has been held in Punjab, you are waiting for Punjab results also. You are saying Congress is looking at Aam Aadmi Party as a potential post-poll ally.
No, that is for AAP's leadership to decide. But as far as we are concerned, if AAP is willing to support us, we are willing to talk to AAP. These things happen in different states.
The TMC, because TMC is another factor, another party which came at the last moment. They were kind of the disruptor of this election, muddied the waters, and nobody knows till last moment whether those muddied waters have given some clarity to the voter. How are you looking at TMC, and do you think there has been a substantial shift on ground, or there has been consolidation towards Congress at the fag-out end of the campaigning?
See, there has been no shift on the ground. The Congress vote is intact. See, the TMC's candidates who are hinted at having a chance of winning are not really TMC grassroots workers who have risen in the party. They are people who have left the party and joined the TMC on the eve of election. So, whether they win or not, I can't say. But assume the TMC wins 1 or 2 or whatever seats. As I said, concerning AAP, it's the same position. It does not matter whether they win 1 or 2. What matters is, are they willing to support a Congress government? If they are willing to support a Congress government, we are willing to talk to them.
So you are saying you are willing to talk to them whether Congress gets 18 or Congress gets 21?
Absolutely.
So you do not want any non-BJP party out of a dispensation?
If they want to talk to us, if they want to support us, we surely would like to carry them with us.
You would like them to be a part of the government irrespective of the numbers?
That I cannot say. All I'm saying is, at this stage, we have no inhibitions. Post-poll, we have no inhibitions. Any non-BJP party which is willing to support a Congress government, we are willing to talk to them and then find out ways in which we can work together. There are many ways in which we can work together.
So was it a mistake to not go for this kind of a grand alliance before elections?
That was not possible for a variety of reasons which I have mentioned to you earlier. Why rake up all that? There were reasons why we could not forge a pre-poll alliance with the TMC. There were reasons why we could not forge a pre-poll alliance with AAP. But there's no need to reopen all that. Wherever there was a possibility, we forged a pre-poll alliance with, say, Goa Forward Party. We also had talks with the NCP. They are still our friends. They were our friends. But we couldn't agree on the number. So wherever there was a possibility, we did forge a pre-poll alliance. Well, if it didn't happen in one or two cases, well, it didn't happen. But why reopen all that now? No need to.
So why I'm asking that question is, do you think there has been an impact of that kind of fragmented opposition on the overall voting and the voting pattern?
I don't think so. Talking to our candidates, by and large, it's been a bipolar fight between BJP and Congress, by and large. In a handful of constituencies, it has been between the Congress and the MGP and the Congress and the independents. So, but by and large, it's been a BJP versus Congress.
So, when I was talking to Rahul Gandhi ji just before the election, he said that he's happy that the junk has gone out of the party. Now, that was before election. After election, when you are analyzing the trends and the booth-wise data that you are receiving from your candidates also, do you still hold that view that it was a blessing in disguise? The exodus was a blessing in disguise?
Oh, yes. You see, it exposed their face. It exposed the face of the defectors. It exposed those who were hatching conspiracies in the dark. It's better that they leave the party. And now that has given us space to field young candidates. Yesterday, I met with all the candidates, and we have candidates in the age group 35 to 45. We have a number of candidates in the age group 35 to 45. And some, if not all, will win the election. So we have got a second line of leadership ready. These are people who fought for the Congress, fought in an election under difficult circumstances against huge money power of the BJP. And many of them may win, some of them may not win, but we have a second line of leadership. That happened only because the conspirators and the defectors left the party and created the space for these younger leaders to emerge.
I remember when you took charge of Goa, in the first interview you said that let the blocks decide. I think I still remember our headline after your interview was let the blocks decide, and very surprisingly to a large extent the entire leadership stuck to it.
Yes.
How difficult was that? Because we know how Congress works. How difficult was that in a state like Goa to push that point of view forward?
It was not difficult. You see, the blocks welcomed it. The block workers welcomed it. Some leaders were unhappy that we are leaving it to the block. They may not know the ramifications and implications of choosing one or other candidate. I said, listen, trust the worker. I'm glad we trusted the worker. Many of these young candidates came from workers' recommendations. So they have a rapport with the workers. For example, yesterday, all the candidates, except one case, they said the bloc fully cooperated with us. The bloc leaders, bloc workers fully worked for the election, irrespective of the ultimate result. So I think the idea of consulting bloc workers and asking names from them and choosing one is an idea that should be replicated wherever possible. In a small state, it's easy to do that. Maybe in a huge state like UP, it's a little more difficult. But wherever it's possible, and now we've got technology, so we don't have to even hold physical meetings. There's technology. There are apps, there is software.
Do you think, sir, that's the way forward for the party? That let the leadership, let the bloc be the pressure group?
Absolutely.
Because there have been many coalitions of interests that have been always pressurizing the party from different quarters. Do you feel that the blocs being the pressure group is the best for the party?
Absolutely. And we must find innovative technology-enabled ways in which to get the bloc workers' views. Not only once in 5 years, even continuously, even midterm during a government. If you want to consult the blocs, there must be ways to consult the bloc. In Goa, you can hold a physical meeting and consult the bloc. How is your MLA doing?
Let the bloc decide. I think that's the basic.
Yeah.
So let's say, are you looking at a Maharashtra kind of a dispensation in Goa? Where
No.
it might be a kind of a odd dispensation with a slightly right-wing MGP coming in, or a AAP which has different kind of a setup in other states coming in.
No.
But is it a Maharashtra kind of a
No,
setup?
not at all. In Maharashtra, there were 3 strong political parties. I think here in Goa, the size of the Congress versus, say, a smaller party is not equal size, or it's a very unequal size. And we are going to implement the Congress manifesto. It will be a Congress government. Of course, we will accommodate the views of others who want to support us, but it will be a Congress government implementing a Congress manifesto. But I don't think the TMC or the AAP or the NCP have a serious quarrel with any part of the Congress manifesto.
So the interesting part is, I remember in our interview before the election, you said if there's any combination that emerges, it has to be Congress plus.
Yes.
It cannot be plus Congress. Those were the words you used. Do you envisage that kind of a situation? When you are talking about a non-Maharashtra kind of a situation, but a situation with these smaller parties coming and joining, are you envisaging that kind of a situation, which is a Congress plus and not plus Congress?
It's good for the people of Goa that even smaller parties which have a point of view, their views are accommodated in the government. Is good for the Goan people. We are not polar opposites. Congress and BJP are polar opposites. But Congress and TMC, Congress and NCP, even Congress and MGP are not polar opposites. So it's possible that we can accommodate their views, but let me repeat, it will be a Congress government and a Congress manifesto.
Congress plus.
Yeah, obviously it has to be Congress plus.
So second issue is, many people say that Sudhin Davlikar's only ambition in life right now is to become the chief minister. So in a scenario where Congress has to keep BJP out of power, is there any possibility, in the realm of possibility, that Congress can agree to ceding the space on the chair of chief minister to somebody else?
No, the question doesn't arise. Congress will have a simple majority. Then
You're not ready to talk to anything other than simple majority.
No. I have spoken to our candidates. We are confident we will get a simple majority. And the Congress will be the biggest block of MLAs. And the chief minister has to be a Congress chief minister. But that doesn't mean we will not accommodate the views or special programs of any other party. We are willing to talk to them and to absorb the good ideas from their manifesto.
So the question is, whenever Congress, even during last 20-25 days, Congress has accused BJP of reaching out to your candidates already and saying that be ready if we need you or if we require you in terms of numbers. The Congress has accused the BJP of phone tapping and a large-scale snooping on all the leaders. And the BJP's retort has consistently been, Congress is afraid that their MLAs or the candidates will leave. That's why Congress is making up these things. How do you respond to that?
We are not afraid. We know the record of the BJP. Remember the word I used about the BJP? BJP stole the election of 2017. Anyone who steals, what is the common name for that? I don't want to repeat it on your show. The fact is, I hope that the BJP will respect the verdict of the people of Goa this time. They will not try to tinker or upturn the verdict of the people of Goa. Secondly, the BJP must realize what they did in 2017-19 brought great shame to the reputation of Goa. If they have any respect for the verdict of the people of Goa, if they have any concern for the reputation of Goa, I hope they will not attempt to repeat the kind of things, the shenanigans they did in 2017-19. And anyway, even if they try, they will not succeed. Let me tell them directly in the face, you will not succeed this time. Don't try anything like that.
Challenging them.
Don't try anything like that. Don't try. It's bad.
Is that an open challenge?
No, it's not a challenge.
Yeah.
It's a straight statement to them. Don't bring down the reputation of Goa. Goa has a high reputation. Don't bring down the reputation of Goa. Learn to accept the verdict of the people.
So you met all the candidates yesterday, and I very candidly, are you absolutely sure that none of your MLAs or the MLAs, prospective MLAs, will break away from the party?
Absolutely. Absolutely sure.
What gives you that confidence after talking to them?
Because I have moved with them over the last 2 months. I've visited their constituencies. I've spoken to them. I've spoken to their friends. They were there yesterday. They will be there today. Today, one of our leaders is having a birthday party, so they will all be there. So I'm absolutely, they are all upbeat. They are proud that they have carried the flag of the Congress. They are proud that many of them will win.
So the ghosts of 2017, the second ghost of, or probably the first ghost of 2017 is the leadership issue. Do you think that the same questions, because there is Chidambaram Kamath and there is a Michael Lobo who is trying to throw his hat in the ring. Whether he has thrown the hat in the ring or not, we do not know. But do you think the first and the primary ghost of 2017, the leadership issue, will not come in the way this time?
There is no ghost.
Okay.
Please understand. The CLP will meet within minutes after the trend becomes clear. And the CLP will elect a leader within less than 5 minutes.
You're still sticking to the 5 minutes thing.
Absolutely. What is the difficulty?
Is it tempting me to put a countdown on the TV the moment CLP meeting begins, of a 5-minute countdown?
Absolutely. You take it from me.
Yeah.
Within 5 minutes of the CLP meeting, the leader will be decided. We have all been together in this for the last 2 months. We all know each other.
Let me take this liberty to ask you, is it Chidambaram Kamath? Finally, now the election is over, only counting is remaining. Who is the CLP leader?
So I don't know. Frankly, I don't know.
Okay.
Because the CLP has to decide and the High Command has to finally approve the name. So that will take 5 minutes.
But we can say that Chidambaram Kamath is the front runner.
I don't want to take any names.
You're not even giving me that answer.
I don't want to take any names.
Giving me a front runner.
I don't want, it will be a Goan leader.
Yeah,
Goa has to be ruled by Goans,
Yeah.
which is one of our slogans in the election. We don't want Goa to be ruled by somebody from outside. Goa will be ruled by Goans, and I have found that Goa has competent leaders who will deliver on our manifesto.
So last question, and it's a very crucial question regarding the disqualification petition. The Congress has made its position clear that you're approaching the Supreme Court and you will be arguing that matter. How are you looking at the High Court verdict, not only as a congressman, but a legal luminary of the country? And now that you are going to argue the matter, what are your thoughts?
See, with great respect to the High Court, the judgment was wrong. There was a earlier binding judgment of a division bench of the Bombay High Court. They try to distinguish it by saying it is impliedly overruled by another judgment of the Supreme Court, which I think is a wrong reading of that Supreme Court judgment. And what they have laid down makes a complete mockery of the anti-defection law. The original political party is intact. The Indian National Congress is intact, which is why you are talking to me. The Indian National Congress is not merged with any party. In fact, the Election Commission has said the Indian National Congress is intact and asks us to file a return every year, etc., etc. If the Indian National Congress is intact and there is no split in the Indian National Congress, how can there be a split in the legislature party? Political party is intact, the legislature party cannot split. The 10th schedule is very clear. Please read the speech of Mr. A.K. Sen when he moved the bill. The original political party must split and then the legislature party must ratify that split.
It is not the other way.
It can't be the other way around. Anyway, matter is not sub judice yet, but we are lodging the appeal in the Supreme Court to set the law straight so that it will apply throughout the country. And we are pretty confident, I can't say for sure, we are pretty confident that we have a very arguable case in the Supreme Court.
So final question, do you believe that we should get out of this tangle of 2/3 or 3/4 or 1/3 and simply tell the legislators or the parliamentarians, if you want to leave your party, resign, go back to the people, get their mandate and come back?
No, I agree with you. This anti-defection law doesn't suit India. It may have been good when there are two political parties. It doesn't suit India. I agree with you. We have to go back to the drawing board and have another law. If you want to leave the party on whose ticket you have been elected, simply resign. Period.
Go back to the people.
Go
let
back to the people
decide.
and get the people decide. That's a much simpler, straightforward method of dealing with it, because a man can change his view.
Yeah.
But this, I agree with you.
But let voters ratify that change of view.
I agree with you.
Sir, I know there are hectic activities going on, from a resort politics to politicians resorting to something that people may or may not like in the next 48 hours.
No, it's not hectic. It's in fact, today and tomorrow, I have no work at all.
Yet, sir, you gave us this time because I think this is a very, very crucial interview, because people of Goa are going to understand what's going to happen in next 40, precisely because of this interview. And again, I think on 10th we shall talk.
Okay.
I think you said simple majority. The Chief Minister was here yesterday. I told him, I said, all the best, sir. Definitely all the best to you and your party.
Thank you.
We shall talk on 10th, and we all hope, finally, as a Goan, I hope, let there be a decisive mandate. That's all.
I hope so too. Thank
It's a
you.
pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Mandate Goa, powered by Risara Properties. Watch results of Goa Assembly Election 2022 on 10th of March from 8 am onwards. Live updates from North and South Goa counting stations. Reporters from all the constituencies. Eminent panel decoding results along with state and national